Jeremy Beyou knows a lot about how to finish a race in a winning position. A quick look at his glittering CV tells you that about a man who has won the Solitaire du Figaro 3 times. He is also renowned for his ability to push a boat consistently at its optimum speed. All of which suggests that there is a good chance that, now that the Breton skipper from Finistère is back in front in the Vendee Arctique La Sable d'Olonne race, he will be able to stay there until the finish sometime in the early hours of tomorrow morning. This morning Beyou, who overtook Charlie Dallin on Apivia by getting to windward of him after the Gallimard waypoint, had just 234 nautical miles to go to the line, and was hammering along at an average speed of 20 knots on a broad reach in a fresh northerly wind. Beyou has led for much of this race, but, even when he has been forced off the top spot, he has always been there or thereabouts, and he was ready to pounce at the beginning of the final section of this extraordinary warm-up for November's Vendée Globe Solo Round the World race. The forecast suggests the breeze should hold up almost all the way to the line off La Sable d'Olonne, and there are not many options for those chasing him, although a park up in the early hours is always possible. But the 44-year-old Beyou, who was third in the last Vendée Globe, now has every chance of adding this race to a palmarès that includes the Transat Jacques Vabre, the Fastnet race and the Volvo Ocean race. Behind him, a distance of just 7 miles, is Dallin, who has Thomas Riant on linked out, breathing down his neck another mile further back and clearly visible. The data suggests that Riant has been moving slightly quicker than Dallin in this powered-up mode, and the linked-out skipper will be working hard to overhaul his rival in the next few hours on what will continue to be a bumpy and violent ride to the French coast. The next battle is 20 miles further back, where the leading second-generation IMOCAs of Kevin Escoffier and Sam Davies are just over a mile apart in terms of distance to the finish, but are separated laterally by 7 miles of ocean. This is another classic duel in boats that have proved they are going to be highly competitive in the Vendée Globe. We have got used to the tight bunching of this fleet over the last 10 days, and this morning is no different, with the top 12 skippers spread out on an east-west axis of just over 200 miles. Among the other skippers, Boris Herman on Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco is managing to hold on to 6th place, plus 47.3, while behind him, Maxime Sorel on Vendee Mayenne has managed to get ahead of Clarice Creamer on Banque Populaire 10 for the first time in the race. Sorel was 14 miles ahead of his leading rival among the boats that are not fitted with foils. There are only 4 boats left to round the Gallimard waypoint, with Arnaud Boisiers on La Mia Colline Artisans Artipole expected to be the next to reach it. He will be followed by Clement Giraud on Ver on Mons Sans Sida, Manuel Cousin on Groupe Seton, and the backmarker, Britain's Miranda Marin, who was 365 miles behind the leader on board Campagne de France.
Alors, si vous voyez bien derrière moi là, il y a un joli front. Le problème c'est que je suis sorti de ce front là. Dans le front il y avait du vent, et juste devant le front il y en a beaucoup moins. Et donc la mauvaise nouvelle c'est que tous les adversaires sont encore dans le front et vont me rattraper. Si c'est pas déjà fait comme Advance, je sais pas si on le voit là. Enfin bon, Advance et Apivia sont quasiment pas le travers, alors qu'ils étaient 10 000 derrière. Donc il n'y a pas grand chose à faire en fait. Je viens buter dans l'avant du front et je ralentis et ça va revenir de derrière. Comme quoi à chaque fois que je suis devant, c'est pas c'est pas idéal. Voilà. Mais c'est pas fini.